to the first ever Formula Racing League Assetto Corsa Competizione stream. We're here in just the last few minutes of practice before we go into our first qualifying for our GT4s. Today's sprint special, so we have a 5-minute qualifying session followed by a 20-minute sprint race, followed by another 5-minute qualifying session and another 20-minute sprint race, which obviously differs from our usual 15 minutes qualifying and 40 minutes racing. So just right now the stream setup now. I apologise for the how bad this commentary is going to be. This is my first race commentating on ACC, and to be honest doesn't really have the infrastructure for it, so just trying to sort everything out. There we go, we seem to be alright. I'm also using my keyboard doing this, so any apologies for disruptions. But as it stands, we seem to be all good. The stream's up. I'll just do a quick audio check. Audio check. Where does my headphones plug into this? Here. There we go. And that seems right. If there are any issues, please let me know. And that is us ready for qualifying. If I return to garage, I can switch between tires. Now, about 19 drivers are racing tonight. We are up and running, and for the first qualifying, I think the first drive out is that will be sorry if I it's going to be quite difficult to go on board. Nice. Also there at the back, you see, almost looks like a full passing. So there we go. Qualifying has officially begun here at Misano, and I'm not the best at commentary as it stands, so on here is going to be shocking. I don't really know where the start-finish line is. Oh, I see it. It's just under that dip. But he hasn't validated his lap. It's all out laps for now. But we'll just keep an eye for when he starts. Camera views. What might be as he's coming to the start-finish right now, and on to the starting lap he goes. That Apex Log license in one. Seems to be very similar. There in that corner cut, and I'm not sure what the delta is, I think it might be probably practice. Actually, his outlap, but he's looking good for now. Yeah, this is as much an experiment for me as it is for you guys, so quality. Sorry about that short break, but hopefully you could eat in the Porsche. Alright, it's a lot to keep track of. I'm just going to get the drive grid up. Kadi in the turn up when we want Porsche. His teammate will be P1 Gamer Dad here tonight. I'm coming up to the final sector. Braking hard, as you can see, very low ABS setting for Cadiz, so it's got to be mindful of those brakes. Traction control also rather low, so going to be careful on his throttle control. And coming up, and he invalidated. Unfortunately, the way the cameras are, I'm gonna have to keep returning to garage. So next up is the driver number, I think that's 1914, ISRL Calculala. No, it was the 1.6 I'm not sure how that is. Next up is driver number 75, I think that's out that. I cannot see this 666. That would be Mr. Error PL, followed by Daz Parker in 910. Quite a big gap up there. Very difficult to keep track of all of this. So, like I said, I apologise for anything that goes on. Error PL. It's okay because we're missing out on like all the racing. And following Mr. J. Williams here in the McLaren, part of Interstellar Racing. Big Balls and James himself. I think that might be a brief throwback to the Cone Cup. Potentially the second one. As James approaches the start finish straight now, and we'll see if after pace. No, he goes 8th with a, don't know the time, he's 1.2 seconds off. Pole position at 145.3. Who's up next? 34. Oh, and James has just stopped on the side. Car number 34. I think I'm being blind here. 737. Cadee in the bright pink, and he goes pole with the 144.6. Oh, and these are the final laps coming in now. So if you've invalidated, you've really screwed yourself over. And the times are coming in. This is hard to keep up with. I apologise. On board with CRL McConey. Actually, he's rather early on. That's an Audi in the pits. We'll stay on board with ALR Vintage in what seems to be a Porsche. Not sure how he's getting on. Hopefully there's a bit more spacing out in the race so I can focus on certain drivers a bit more, have a bit more control, but for now this is really going to do it, sorry. His ALR Vintage crosses the line and goes 12th. 5 seconds on the pace, obviously struggling here at Misano, followed by CRL McConey. And McConey starts his flying lap and doesn't set a time. So we only have 13 times in this qualifying session. Obviously very difficult, being only 5 minutes long. You really don't have the chance to settle up. Let me just get the link up. Once again, apologies for how bad this is going to be. And there we go. Here is our grid for the start of the first sprint race. As you can see, 20-minute sprint race. We've got Cadee on pole in the Porsche, followed by Mr. RPL, FRL, Crazies, Big Balls, Bals and Hutch, all in the McLaren. Very strong around here. Then we have K2 Rum in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, followed by Daz Parker in the BMW, IR Green, sorry I'm butchering these names, in the Porsche, Lynx in the Vantage, and James in the McLaren. I'm only going to run through the top 10 because I'm going to run out of breath, if I'm honest. And you can see their qualifying times, the slowest being a 149.8 and the fastest being a 144.6. Cadee getting purple sector 1 and 2, whereas Crazies gets purple sector 3, so maybe the McLaren's just edging out the Porsches in the later sections of the track. But we'll have to see later on in both of these races. and we are waiting for the race start. And I can't quite watch anyone. I'm going to try and get the helicopter view up for the start, if I can, to at least get a little bit of insight into what's going on.
30 seconds.
Here we go, this is a good camera. As usual, good luck to everyone who is racing. And I can't return to garage. Oh, I hope that we're not stuck with this for the whole race. I think we are. I don't seem to be able to return to the garage, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to switch drivers. I am like a guinea pig right now. Not sure what's going on. And there is the green light. People didn't get away well. P2 behind. And there is a battle behind. Let me quickly... there are battle position. Ooh, P9, 10 and 11. J. Williams dropping out a bit there, and a bit of a squeeze back up on the field. The latter part of the grid seeming to have a bit more scraps among them. As FRL Carl Koala bringing up the rear. Darren I don't think he's in the right places. As you can see, obviously a lot of action coming on at the time of time to come in, and the drivers are finally being put into the correct places. Very close all the way to the field. I am green quick to move on the TV because the inside line late braking, and he hits the apex, and that's the move pretty much. So he's going to be able to get the move done on touch. Actually, no, I am green front. It was Link's going to move, I'm pretty sure. My apologies. IR Green looking to defend the next turn, although there is a massive straight. Who is battling? What is Hutch behind? IR Green. Hutch is going to look for a move on the outside, stays in the slipstream, and has to just follow behind. He's going to make a move now. Just a little bit of the slipstream, has the inside line. No contact, very well done. Again, that car rotated as IR Grime goes wide, and Hutch gets the position and back up front. Oh! That's Kadir, our race leader, off and slots back into third after going off the track. RPL moves up to second, and no, RPL moves up first and Crazy's into second. Sorry, it only seems to update positions next sector to get any close battles going on. As you're on Carl Koala on Kicking Run. No, my apologies guys, it's really hard to pump in these as we see moves closer to the back of the field now. I'm really butchering these names, sorry guys. We'll actually switch on to the better cameras now to try and get a little piece of the action. I'm glad that for the first time this is not a bad race. As Jinji goes for a move on the inside of Asku and gets that sorted out. Just at the head, FRL with Williams and Wild Freaking still battling all the way from first and ninth, not very big gaps. But as with any racing, a gap can always close. You don't know what's going to happen. You can see up the front of this pack, Hutch, IR Grime and RPL are all battling it out, and because of it, stupidly, this was not able to capture it. But the McLaren's looking to make a move back. No, the BMW stays to the head. And it goes to the inside line. IR Grime, that's not a BMW. No, there is a BMW. RPL stays in second as Green keeps his position. Jesus, you see, you really do better with these updates. But just behind Hutch looks to be gaining time on Error. Going to make a move. I think everyone's slipstreaming. Error seems to take a little peek up the inside. Close it. Oh, that's a bit of lag there. And back we see Lynx looking to make a move on Will Craven. Once again, I apologise if I'm butchering anyone's name. It's just, oh, Will got the inside of Big Paul. Big Paul defending well. On again there. Ball just keeping ahead. Hutch up ahead. Looking to stay there. Goes a little bit wide. And his ball's going to get through in the other McLaren. Back on the line, the McLaren battling it out. They're working on the inside line. Breaks early. Hutch breaks later. Gets moved done. The ball's almost lets Will through. Hutch defends it well. Lynx looking for a move on the inside. Isn't able to get the traction, isn't able to get the rotation, and Will stays ahead. Oh, but no, Lynx on the inside. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Doesn't seem too serious. Oh, and more contact. I think that's a little bit of lag playing a part there. He slots in behind Will and has to wait for the next corner to make a move, but Will seems to be dragging away. And I think that's that battle. Behind. It seems to be back up with P10. Askew or Jay Williams now. Going for the inside move. Backs out of it. And still going to, he's going to peek into the slipstream. He does, but I don't think it's long enough until the next corner. Still staying with Jay Williams. Up ahead. There's a four-way battle. Lynx, Will, Balls and Hutch. Balls going very wide. Has allowed Will to get through. Is Lynx able to squeeze through the gap? It doesn't seem so. A little bit of a squeeze there from Balls. Lynx tries to take the inside, but very, very good defending. A little bit back. Askew over Jay Williams. Still battling it out. Jay Williams still ahead. McLaren. Interstellar Racing currently P9 and 7 right now, defending very well. As Lynx almost makes a move onto Balls, and Jay Williams defends very well from Will. Up ahead. Hutch on Error on Grave. Hutch in the McLaren, Error in the BMW. Hutch looking just stick in the slipstream, almost mimic Error's line there. Popping back as it seems to be the two Interstellar Racing together, but oh, there seems to be a bit of contact. That's Lynx in the wall. Big Balls just drops 2 positions. Jay Williams takes the mantle, and Will is stuck behind. Bit of support for Darren Mark in the chat, and now we have a 4-way battle from 3rd down to 6th by the look of it. Graham looking to make a move. Now Aaron looking to make a move on Graham as they both run wide. Will keeping it within the track limits. There, Hutch close behind. Sorry guys and girls. And yeah, just a 4-way battle. I'm not sure where else to look right now. Unfortunately, the way ACC's commentating works, it's not very helpful. But as the two Aston Martins ahead of Ginge and K2 Rum are battling it out, K2 Rum getting the better traction onto the straight, going to slip into the slipstream. Is he going to be able to make a move into turn 1? Dips out, dips back in. Is he going to go for a move? I don't think so. Oh no, he's looking to pick up the inside. Goes off track a little bit and he gets past Ginge. But Ginge has the inside line. And K2 can't stick it around the outside, but turns to the inside once again. And they are neck and neck going down the next straight. And I think that is K2 Rum just ahead there. Oh, as McConey just sneaks his way and makes contact with Ginge, but backs out. And that is that battle done with. Askew on Jay Williams still with his teammate Big Balls Pals following up behind. Askew is in a Interstellar Racing sandwich right now. He really wants to get out of that just for maximum points. But up ahead, Hutch, Will and Error all battling it out once again. There is quite a lot of action going on. Who's that? Green going wide. Error and Will having a bit of a battle. Will seems to be ahead for now. They seem to be neck and neck. Error maybe pulling out, giving Will a little bit of a squeeze. Will is ahead. Is Error going to be able to make a move to the next corner? I don't think so. Hutch is hot on their tails. Sorry for overusing this camera. Oh, Will and Arrow getting very, very close. This has to be able to make a move on Will. No, Arrow, sorry. It doesn't seem so. Arrow just gets the better traction at the corner. Not sure if it's the car or the driver. But, here we go as Kadee is caught up to FRL Crazies. Ooh, that was very close up front there. And now we'll follow this battle now. See Kadee in that pink and yellow Porsche chasing down FRL Crazies. And we have some nice little view. That quite luminous. Chasing down Crazies. Is he going to be able to make a move anytime soon? Doesn't seem like he's close enough going into the corner. So we'll back out and have a look at some other drivers. Wait for that gap because of his balls and Asku. But behind Jay Williams and Hutch all seem to be battling it out right now. He's going very close to the out of Asku now. Maybe able to dip into the slipstream. Not sure what's going on with Kadee. He's still just in the slipstream. We see a three-way battle halfway behind, and we're halfway into the race. Green dropping back 2 positions. Will taking the mantle, and Arrow moving up into 4th. Sorry about that. But Ford seems to be having a bit of a low race. Scoot seemingly losing a lot of pace. There's K2 Rum. Goes up, goes for a move on the outside, makes the overtake off track, bit of contact, and that's K2 Rum into the wall. Had a little bit of a spin from Asku there, and Asku is going off. But Scorpus fighting Gingy, fighting Makoni. Makoni slips through, Gingy blocks him, and that is Scorpus in front of this battle. Gingy goes off track, and Makoni just slots him behind. No, Gingy is still ahead. No, Scorpus now ahead, Gingy behind, followed by Makoni, and this battle seems to be going on. Oh! Gingy just braking later, but Scorpus seems to have more traction, and also in that slipstream. Is he going to be able to make a move around the outside, which turns to the inside, which turns to the outside again? He'll see if he starts back in. Makoni waiting patiently, biding his time, waiting for his move, and he almost seems to get it on Scorpus there. He seems to have much better traction than Scorpus. He's going to be able to make a move. You see he's faster going into the corner, but he's got to go a long way right, and he doesn't seem to be able to. But he seems to have the traction, keeping that double apex almost there. And a nice little chicane. Jay Williams still chasing down his teammate. No, not his teammate. My apologies. His teammate's right behind him. Because Jay Williams hunting down the McLaren Hutch, who's also hunting down Frame. Not far from behind Error himself, and Kadee and Crazies still battling up front. Look how close they are. The bright colours of both the McLaren and the Porsche battling out for first position here. On board with Kadee as he chases down Crazies. Now nice front wing as we think about one of them. Car and chase the car. A little snap of both to the Crazies get away. Some McLaren could be a lot better than straight for in the corners. Potentially the Porsche is a little bit faster. As you can see on the displays there. Oh, look how much speed he was carrying through that corner. Is he going to be able to get a move? Following them for this whole lap. Kadee and Crazies battling it out for the win. 7 minutes left of the race. Is it going to be able to change? And he gets very close to Crazy's back end there, making sure to not make any contact. He's really doing his best to chase down Crazy's right now. Very, very close. Like I said, that's fine. Faster on the straight. Pull out those gears as much as he can. Back on the TV view. Oh, and it looked like he's going to move on the outside, but he is. Doesn't seem to have any space there. Crazy's doing very well to defend. Kadee and Crazy still battling all the way into the last stages of this race. Almost a quarter of the race left now. As Kadee goes the long way around slipstream, all the way down this straight. It's a rather long straight, has a bit of a kink in it, but potentially the McLaren just seems to pull away. so much faster in the straight. Crazy's doing extremely well to defend as well. That Porsche just not able to get the rotation through that corner, but is he going to be able to bite back on the next one? Very close between the two, but the McLaren just seems to have the traction. Unfortunately, Caddy just can't seem to get past. FRL Crazy's obviously proven to be fast at ACC, but here's Caddy's chance, and no, back on the straight. McLaren just pulls away. Apologies for switching off this battle for the lead, but there are battles down the grid. 14th thinks to be chasing down Ron, but nothing seems to be as close as the battle for the lead. So I guess I will have to stay on here. Looking at Crazy's rear wing, Caddy getting very, very close to the McLaren. Just almost touching the rear bump there, but then McLaren just pulls away in the straight. Caddy just really can't keep up with McLaren there. Keep up, just can't get over it. Can't get the overtake in. As we have 10 seconds countdown to the final quarter of race number 1. Crazy's in the lead, followed by Caddy, followed by Will Freeman. Yeah, the gap seems to be opening up now. Oh, let's see, once again, look how close Caddy gets to Crazy's back end. But they might want to watch out. Will Friedman behind seems awfully close. I'm not sure if he's gaining, but these two just seem to be slipstreaming all day long. The McLaren so fast in the straight that the Porsche just can't get past. Just a quick check, is there any other battles going on the track? CRL, McConey and Scorpus, still rather big gap between them until that closes. Focusing on Caddy and Crazy's battle for the lead, P1 and 2. To keep closing the gap, can't make a move around the outside, not enough space, gets right up in that slinking, but the moment he pokes his head out the slinking, he just can't keep up. And car number 14 with the drive-through penalty, Israel Calm Koala. That is big. That's going to drop him back quite a lot, as McConey and Scorpus very, very close now. Closer than Caddy and Crazy were. However, I don't really want to take attention from the lead battle. This is still going at it. Back onto McConey. As he seems to slipstream the out down the straight. Is the Porsche of CRL McConey going to be able to make a move anytime soon? As Caddy seems to have dropped off Crazy a little bit, but he's still there with him. And once again, faster through the corner because the rugby going to that straight, and the McLaren seems to pull away. CRL McConey on Scorpus now. Oh, Scorpus not taking that corner very well, forcing McConey to slow down a lot more than I would have thought he would have wanted to. And drop back a little bit there. Caddy on FRL Crazies. Is he going to be able to get the move this time? Still in the slipstream. Doesn't look like it. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again here, but too much top end on the McLaren. Can't get past. FRL still behind Will Freedom now. Look how close this battle's spicing up, and once again the Porsche gets so close, but just gets on that straight and unfortunately can't get through. Back on with CRL McConey, just drop out from Scorpus a little bit here. With only 2 minutes remaining, he's really going to want to get that move done. And same with Caddy, switch onto him at a great time as he chases down FRL Crazy. Be on board and so much faster. Can't keep up with the straight. Crazy quicker a little bit earlier than it. Still a little bit. Must admit, Crazy is very good at defending. As on to be that one. But Will Freeman only 2 points to finish behind. It might be that he's giving us a right. Now. At the same time, you don't want to speak too soon. Caddy and Crazy still going at it. 1 minute 39 left, plus 1 lap. Oh, is Caddy going to be able to get the move done? I don't think he is, unfortunately. Oh, he goes to the inside line. The outside line, sorry. Cuts back to the inside. Oh, it's gonna be close. Unfortunately, the acceleration is just too much. Crazy all the way on the straight again. Car number 14 clearing his drive-through penalty. And where did he come out? Azra Khan Koala coming out P15, P16. Behind Dinda Muffin. Any other battles, Sierra Marconi just dropping off Scorpus now there in P10. The Interstellar Boys doing very well in P7, and they were having a little bit of a battle between them with Kadi and Crazy. Still going at it, Kadi getting very, very close. Is he going to be able to get the traction out of the last corner? Slipstream all the way down the straight. Just stay in that slipstream. You don't want to push it out too early, and the leader is on the final lap of the race. This will be the final lap on board with Kadi as he tries to chase down FRL Crazy as he has this whole race and still just can't seem to get it in that front wing view. He just has to slow to this line Crazy and then Crazy gets the acceleration out the corner. Amazing racing by both, but I don't think that Kadi will be able to get past. Will Friedman also showing to be a little bit of a threat. If either one of these drivers messes up, that might be Kadi through. And quickly peeking back is Daz Parker and Calm Koala having a bit of a battle. Daz Parker in the slipstream and Calm Koala defends very well. As Kadi almost going for a move on Crazy, so they still can't quite get it. Will Friedman very close behind now. All it takes is for one of these drivers to mess up, and Will Friedman is up a place. Kadi second, Will Friedman third, RPL fourth. And by the looks of it, this might be the order at the end of the Grand Prix, but Kadi's getting desperate. Doesn't look, he just has to slow too much behind Crazies. Crazies doesn't have the pace through the corner, but Kadi can't follow that close behind. As Will Friedman looking to make a move on Kadi. He's going to go for the inside line, brakes later, gets the move done. Is Kadi going to be able to make the switch back happen? It doesn't look like it. FRL Crazies breezes past through the finish line. FRL Crazies takes the win, followed by Will Friedman, who snatched it on the last lap. Kadi P3, RPL currently P4. I am Graham looking to finish in P5. Hutch P6, Jay Williams 7, followed by his teammate Big Balls 8. Scorpus and McConey still battling out on the final lap. Scorpus can't afford a mistake here, otherwise McConey has him on the finish line. The last little chicane, McConey seems faster through here, but I think Scorpus might just get away with it. And that's Scorpus and McConey rounding out the top 10 as Ginge and Katie Run still battling it out right to the end. Both of the McLarens, Katie Run just, FRL Ginge just finishing out ahead, followed by Lynx, Darren Mark and Dinda Muffin. Darren Mark just approaching the finish line, Dinda Muffin. Daz Parker and Ezra Calm Koala still battling it out. Calm Koala is not going to be able to make the move by the look of it, and that is both of them finishing the race. ALR Vintage in the Porsche finishing up P18, a lap down, and Asku and Gamerdad unfortunately did not finish the race. Don't think Gamerdad actually started, to be fair, but Asku with the DNF. Once again, apologies. And there we go. Very well done to all racers that have officially completed the first stint of our sprint special. And of course, ACC the special. So, congratulations to our first podium sitters here at Misano. FRL Crazies in first, Will Friedman second, and Kadi third, just losing out on that last lap. RPL, followed by Graham, Hutch, Jay Williams, Big Ball, Scorpus, McConey, Ginge, Rum, Lynx, Darren Mark, Dinda Muffin, Daz Parker, Calm Koala, Vintage, and Asku. very well done to all drivers indeed, and that was a very entertaining race. I've got to admit, those 20 minutes flew by. But now we will be on to qualifying 2 whenever that starts. I'm not sure when this is going to start. My Discord is going crazy right now. Sorry for the lapse commentary right now. There we go. From stuff in the Discord, not sure why it's not going on to qualifying 2. Oh, here we are in qualifying 2.
Green light, green light.
It
Go,
is
go, go.
rather difficult to commentate on qualifying. So, who's that first? I am Graham looking to come out first. So I think the way I'm going to have to do this is just ride on board for their quality. Here we go, qualifying has started and we are on an out lap. So I'm going to take this moment to quickly have a drink and I will return shortly. Thank you very much. There we go, I am back. Sorry about that. But I think it's best to just kind of try and keep this up, try and see the times come through. I know it's a bit annoying from a viewer standpoint, but I apologise for how bad ACC is to commentate on. It's just the controls are very difficult. So that is my bad. Sorry about that. Once again, sorry for the lack of commentary, just messages. And if you can potentially upvote the stream, share it, find your friends, that would be amazing. But still only 3 minutes left to qualify. We haven't even got our first lap in yet. I'm Green on his first lap, and we're already halfway through qualifying. You literally get one shot to set your lap. Maybe 2, if you're very lucky, 3 shots to set your lap, and then you're done. So, going to be interesting to see how this works out. So, as we saw last time, not many people were able to qualify, so hopefully this one's a bit better. And here's I am Graham coming across. Nope, I'm wrong. Sorry guys, I'm really not in it right now. Just gonna sort some stuff out. Just coming through the final set now. On board. Quite like these onboard angles, especially that one. I like the rear wing one as well. The final stretch of the straight. I am Graham, and what does he set? He sets a 1:45.4. Switching back to the garage view, we see that's almost 2 seconds off the pace. Will Friedman setting pole position right now. Mr. RPL 5/10 behind in the BMW. Crazies almost 8/10 behind in the McLaren. So our race winner not setting the fastest lap. Second place from the race on pole. K2 run 1.5 seconds behind. Links 2.6 drops down to the last of the time set. Scorpus with a 2-second pole time, and we see a lot of laps come through now. And we're on board with Mr. J Williams for his lap. That beautiful blue, white and green painted McLaren. Of the track, car 75, Pascu in the Audi. Must admit, I do really like that livery. Coming across the line. No, he's not. He's coming across the final corner now, and these are the final laps that will be set in qualifying. Qualifying is officially over. Pascu going up to 4th. Pascu with a 1:45 flat. Jay Williams with behind. It's really difficult to find out who's coming across first, guys, so I'm going to have to stay on board with James and see. Oh no, his teammate Big Balls will be ahead, so we'll stay on board with Big Balls for now and see where he can place. Currently 14. Apologies for how bad my country is in qualifying. I really don't know what to do here. As Big Balls is going to come across the line and set. Big Balls jumps from 15th up into 7th. Very well done from him. And how is his teammate going to fare? Coming across the line in 12th, 2 seconds off the pole time. P1 Gamerdad, the final one to cross the line, and he goes from last place all the way up into 13th. Very well done for Gamerdad there. And that is our grid set for race number 2. Will Friedman, our podium second place in race 1 on pole. Kadi in P2 finished P3 in the first race, and Crazy P1 is now in P3. So a bit of a mix-up of our podium sets from the first race up top here in qualifying. RPL P4, and the grid seems to be almost as it was for the last race. I think the driver's definitely settling into the track a bit now. Here we see the track. I'm going to be midway through the pack this time as I spectate P1 Gamerdad from the helicopter. Another 20 minutes to go. Just waiting for this session to start. Once again, sorry for the lapse in commentary. I'm not really sure what to do in these little off moments. Just gonna take a drink before my throat dries up from this race. But guys, if there are any issues with the stream or anything I can do a bit better, please let me know. Once again, it's my first time streaming. First time commenting on ACC, and the UI isn't really the best for it. A bit difficult to use, if I'm honest. And here we go. P1 Gamerdad down in 13th, about halfway through the grid. I'm not a fan of Gamerdad's livery. I quite like it, if I'm honest. Really, really nice. Let me get up. God, I'm so unorganized today. Go, and the race is starting. Oh, is it a standing start? No, this is only just the beginning. As we approach the start line, the rolling start. And green flags up, go, go, go! Quickly switch to garage view to try and capture as much of this as I can. 3 abreast into turn 1. I think that is an Aston Martin on the outside, squeezing 2 Porsches. And there we go, everyone seems to make it clean through turns 1 and 2. Very hard to see who's going on, but we see 2 Aston Martins, no, an Aston Martin, BMW and Audi battling it out. Ooh, BMW very close to tapping that right wheel of the Audi. The Audi being Scorpus, of course, and I am green. As we see big balls running very wide, but still managing to stay ahead. Hutch ahead, following down Mr. FRL in the BMW. Let's see. We know the pace on the McLaren on the straight is very, very quick. Potentially the quickest car here at Misano, but that BMW actually seems to pull away on the straight. Not sure if that's an issue with fuel, but here are our top 3 once again. Cadee, Will Friedman and Crazies. Crazies being in 3rd, Cadee having to defend at the top, and Will Friedman in 2nd place. Currently, where he finished in the 2nd race. He seems to come on Cadee very, very quickly, but has to brake, and that Porsche proving to be very quick in the corners. BMW almost a balance between the corners and the straight, takes the inside line, just about be able to squeeze through, but not able to actually make a move, as the McLaren Crazies behind coming up through. They're going to go 3 wide. No, Crazies taking the outside line and forces Will to the inside line. This 3-way battle for the lead as Will gets past Cadee on the straight. The Porsche seems to be struggling on the straight in these races, but also a Scoo behind, also gaining on Crazies and the top 2. Crazies unable to get past Cadee. Cadee knowing that he has to defend this, because if Crazies get past, that is it for the race. And Crazy's taking the inside line, seems to get past because he's going to defend well, going the long way around, still going to carry that momentum through the next one. The outside turns to the inside here, cuts the corner a little bit, just giving Crazy's a little bit of a squeeze, as and he drops back. Crazy's going to head. The Scoo also looking to get ahead there, and that is Cadee dropping back 2 positions at once. FRL also looking to sneak through. Oh, there's a little bit of contact between the Scoo and Cadee. The Scoo's still ahead, but FRL very close. Green also closing out behind, taking touch, battling it out. 2 McLarens should be rather equal pace, but there just seems to be a little bit of congestion on the field. Cadee looking to fight back for Will, and I'm sorry I missed it. Crazies has already taken the lead again. Oh no, that's wrong, sorry. Will is very far ahead of Crazies. Not sure if there was bit of contact or what, but Scoo behind Crazy, followed by Cadee, and FRL also looking to make a move. Cadee goes the long way around and just goes a bit wide and can't get it, as Brian makes a mistake, almost hits Hutch, causing a little bit of congestion back here, and FRL storms away in 5th. Now 9th and 8th and 9th battling out, 10th still coming up. Daz in big ball slipstream, seeming to gain a little bit of time, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make a move to the next corner. But he's still going to break it a little bit later, but just follows the same line up front. A Scoo and Crazy still battling out. Will is not 2 laps ahead, but is very far ahead. But very well done for Will as the Scoo. And oh, could you get very close to the Scoo there? The Audi and the Porsche battling out very well. German car seems to do very well around Misano tonight. Hutch and big balls. 7th. Very hard to tell the difference between the 2. Good guess. Hutch is ahead, big balls behind. Daz Parker and Scorpus still trying to catch up. Scorpus doing very well, but Jay Williams, no, that is Gamerdad. K2 Rum, sorry. Slowly catching up, but I don't think it's fast enough. Now, Scoo and Crazies. Scoo getting past Kadi. I think we caught that, I'm not sure. Sorry about that. It's not. It's very hard to keep up without things going on. And now it just seems to be almost a slipstream battle. Bit further back, Big Balls on FRL touch. And same car, very, very balanced. I think this is purely a driver battle, but I'm Graham ahead, losing time to the McLaren. McLaren seems to be a very strong car on here, very fast on the straight. Focus on Daz Park seems to be gaining a lot of time, and also allowing K2 Rum to catch up. But down in 14th, Links on Ginge. Both drives in Aston Martin, so once again this is a driver battle. But Dinder Muffin, Makoni and Khan Koala all battling out. Makoni inching ahead, Khan Koala into the corner, and Dinder Muffin and Makoni in the Porsche, Koala in that beautiful Aston Martin, and Makoni seems to go that little bit too wide. Coming back up the grid, touch on Rain getting a little bit closer, and Kadi still fighting a Scoo, who seems to have dropped off from Crazies, but Error just behind, looking to potentially snatch a podium position. He can make past Kadi, and then he just has to chase down a Scoo. But this battle's all the line now, and we are a quarter of the way through the race, over a quarter of the way through the race. And honestly, I couldn't tell who's going to win it. On Dinder Muffin, oh, there was almost contact. I think that is Dinder Muffin on the outside in the Porsche. Yes, it is. Links goes to the left, a little bit of contact there, but can't call it. I mean, Makoni seems to squeeze through. And Links with the double overtake. Getting past Ginge as well as. No, that's not Links. Who is that? That's Ginge, I think. No. That was Khan Koala with the double overtake, sorry. And that is Koala up 2 positions. As CRL Makoni just has to slot behind, looking to make a move on, I think that is Dinder Muffin. I just can't quite seem to be able to do it, but Error dropping off from Kadi here, who's still keeping up to a Scoo. Not sure if he's going to be able to get past with him, shoot with him. Touch and Big Balls. Still going at it, closing down Graham a little bit. He gets ever closer to a Scoo, and they just fight up. I think that Porsche really does struggle on straights, but then he gets much better inside line, but unfortunately turns to, well, not the outside, but just had to slow down to avoid hitting a Scoo there, and it is very close between the two of them. Don't know if we're going to be able to do, and Dinder Muffin, sorry to switch off there, this is almost a Lance Stroll moment, but Makoni ahead of Dinder Muffin. Muffin will come back, can't quite do it. Back up the top to the Error and Brave. Touch, drawn by Grim. A lot of drivers in contention for a potential podium position here. But the top 3 seems to run away. Will 3 be miles ahead, followed by Crazies and Scoo. But behind him, Kadi is very close. Mr. Error also, spinning off unfortunately. But Graham also still trying to, making sure Error doesn't rejoin the track, and safely as Touch gains a position. And Big Balls has another car to deal with now. Nope, I think Big Balls might be squeezing way past, and he does. Back up with Kadi, catching up to a Scoo here. Can take that corner a bit faster, but the Scoo has him on the exit. Back down to 15th and 14th, and that seems to have been a collision as James drops to last and Links almost last. So I think it must have been a collision. And K2 Rum, Daz Parker and Scorpus all very, very close. Is K2 Rum going to be able to get the run on Daz Parker? He has the extra speed. To remember that each driver in different cars. Error has made it past. Error has made it past Scorpus. Okay. I'm not sure. But Kadi and Asku still fighting out for podium position. Kadi takes the outside line, tries to get a switch back, has to slow down to not hit Asku. still can't quite get moved up, but does park on score. But look how close this racing is. This is why we love sprint racing. Not a chance for gaps to even open up. Watch from the back to K2 Rum has the run on Daz Parker, sticking in that split and doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get past, and just a slot in like everyone else. Back up to Kadee, trying to chase down a scoop that lost podium position. Can't see him able to get in. Nope, not this lap. Maybe next lap with McConey, Darrenmark and Dindermuffin all battling out. Darrenmark not the end.
We're halfway through, not over yet.
Oh, just goes to wide. Is that going to allow McConey? Yes, it is. McConey gets through and is now chasing down Dindermuffin in the Porsche. K2 Rum still chasing down Daz Parker. The Aston Martin and the BMW seem to be almost equal, but Graham has caught up to the back of Kadee, who's very close to Askew. This might actually be what Will Friedman did in the first race, and Graham might be able to snatch himself a podium position, potentially even second place. Can't take my eyes off this battle because they seem to get close in the second, then get close, but Kadee is in the slipstream. He peeks out, and the moment he peeks out, you can see the drag on that Porsche just doesn't allow him, and he brakes very late, goes for the inside line, stays on the racing line, and he's going to follow a scoot through here. K2 Rum and Daz Parker go the same series of corners. K2 Rum behind, Daz Parker in score position from little German car with, you know, a nice little British one to join in, and up front Kadee dropping off a scoop, but Graham now posing a real threat. Both in the same car, and the fact he's managed to catch up might mean he might be able to get past. This might be Kadee even out of podium contention. Hopefully this is not coming together. I'm going to go the long way around and just can't get the pace on the outside line. Back down K2 Rum on the inside of Daz Parker, and he gets past momentarily. Very, very close there. And K2 Rum on the outside line leaves enough space, and Daz Parker just squeezing through on the long right-hander. But K2 Rum looks to fight it back, gets the better exit, switches sides. It looks like it's going to be a battle into the next corner. Nope, and he drops back and just sits in the slipstream. Back up to Kadee and Green. Kadee back on the back of Askew. Green goes a little bit wide. That's going to cost him a lot of time in this battle. And Kadee just has to slow down, do not hit Askew, just can't get the move in. Meanwhile, all the cars behind are piling up. Big balls behind Hutch, with Error behind Big balls. So very, very difficult to keep track of everything. But ALR Vintage also chasing down FRL, Links AB, as Ginge has seemingly retired in the pit lane, and Hutch still trying Kadee and Askew, going at it. Well, the third, fourth and fifth is heating very nicely with Will Friedman and FRL Crazy almost in their own little battle. 11th, 9th, 10th and 11th still going at it with 12 balls to get into the mix. Jay with his attention, looking for a top 10 finish. Might be able to get it, but he's going to have to fight hard. Sorry guys, I'll drop the mic on there. The Green with Kadee still going at it. Really can't catch a break, can't change any of the camera. Just closes gap and then it goes open again. Seems to be gaps all the way down. We will stick on board with Error and take it down big deal. But then again, I think it's just going to be a very similar thing where he's just not going to be able to get past. We'll return to the garage and we will continue to look at these battles. As Kadee very, very close to a screw down. On the wing, is he going to get past the 4 wide? He breaks early, and I don't think he's going to be able to get past. Goes for the inside line. Oh, a screw goes a little bit wide. Kadee sneaking up the inside. Is he going to be able to get a better track? There's a little bit of contact. The Audi is forced wide a little bit. The Porsche just sneaking ahead. That is Kadee ahead of us. Askew gets the inside line and gets back past Kadee. I am Graham now. Oh, Kadee moving right in the way of Graham there, not allowing him to get past. Look how close that fight is. Drive-through penalty for car number 14. Not sure which car that is. We'll have to check, but this battle is spicing up very, very nicely. Car number 14. That is Khan Koala with the drive-through again. This K2 Rum is in the pits. K2 Rum was just sitting in the pits. I'm not sure why. So while everyone can get past. Daz Parker closing the gap to Scorpus now. There's Katie and a Scoop. And Graham. Hutch dropping back a little bit. Big Balls also dropping off Hutch. Scorpus and Daz Parker hot on his tail, looking to take some positions. Meanwhile, James Williams 1.4 seconds behind. But I'm gonna let's go on board with Graham. Try and get a nice little view of what's going on here. He's just stuck behind. There's a little bit of contact between Graham and Katie there. Not too bad to see the compromising move on Scoop, but doesn't seem to be too bad. You can see the gap between Scoop and Katie. Literally 2 tenths as Graham drops back a little bit. But I think he's gonna close that gap a little bit now as we are 3/4 of the way through the race. A real little bit on corner entry there, Graham, but still managing to get through the corners nice and easily. Once again, it is just waiting for stuff to happen. We'll go on board with Kadir as he seems to be ever closer to the Scoop. Light, not sure why, almost after him, he's going to give it up that easily. Right is there. And you can see how much Kadir wants as he's been fighting all the way through both races, and is he going to be able to get it? Oh, he's got it, still good on the camera this way. But it's good. See Graham on that real way. Just almost desperate to get past. And car number 14 has one more lap to do his drive-through penalty, and Kadir can go for a move on the inside. Can't quite get it, unfortunately. And that is this battle continuing on. Just dropping back from the Scoop. He's going to fight it back with 3 minutes remaining. Not too many laps left. But fight these battles. Graham getting ever closer. Hopping back on the Aston Martin legs as he can be able to get past Darren Mark in the BMW. Back up Kadir and Graham. Still fired out Kadir right in the back end of the Scoop. And look how far ahead Will Friedman is. That is insane. Very well done from him. Scorpus on the back of Big Balls. And Jay Williams on the back of Daz Parker. Oh, he looks like he's going to go for a move. And can't quite slot it in yet. And Graham and Kadir. Oh, Kadir going for an outside on a Scoop, which will turn to the inside. He might get this position, but the inside will turn back to the outside if I'm right. So he needs to be careful, giving the Scoop a little bit of a squeeze. And manages Kadir past. Or is the Scoop going to be able to fight it back? Kadir goes very wide. And the Scoop gets he keeps the position, takes the long way around. The Scoop just gets the inside line and gets the position back. Nice little tussle for third place there. And Hutch finally in the mix now in the closing few laps. And car number 14, Asrar Khan Koala, just qualified for track limits. Unfortunately. But they're going neck and neck down the straight. Kadir's going to be on the outside. Oh, almost seems like there's going to be contact there. And he seems to back out, keep onto the racing line, and just follow a Scoop through. But Hutch can have a nice view of any move that goes on here. see how close everyone still is. There are battles up and down the track. Is Caddy going to be able to get a podium position? Is Groom going to be able to steal it? Or is potentially Hutch? Scorpus still having a nice little battle behind, and Caddy going through, flashing his lights. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get past, unfortunately. We will stay with him as Will and Crazy are miles and miles ahead with 16 seconds remaining. It is the final stages of this race. Oh, could do a bit of... And there's contact between Graham and Caddy. This allows Hutch through up into 4th place. Askew almost getting away now with a podium. I don't think Caddy's going to be too happy about that one. Caddy's in 5th, Graham 6th. But Big Balls might be able to take the 6th off Graham in the Porsche. Is it going to happen? Doesn't look like it. Two drivers still close together. Graham and Caddy still fighting out for all of this race with Big Balls sitting in that slipstream with the Porsche, and on this long right-hander, it's very difficult to make a move here. Oh, looks it. Just can't get it. Oh, it seems to have maybe a bit more of a better exit. He's gonna sit in the slipstream, and no, he gets a worse exit actually. But up front, Will Friedman comes home to win the race. A 2nd and a 1st place. I think he's definitely driver of the day. Followed by Crazies, to be fair. 1st and a 2nd. Askew, don't know where he finished in the 1st race. Hutch in 4th. Caddy 5th. Graham 6th. There's Big Balls in 7th. But oh, Scorpus desperate to make a move. Contact there. Big Balls goes wide. Scorpus has spun out and has lost multiple positions. And that is Big Balls finishing up in 7th. Daz Parker in 8th. Jay Williams takes 9th. RPL 10th. And Scorpus, after that desperate move, has to come home. Just dragging the car home there in 11th. Passes the finish line. McConey, after a great fight all race, up into 12th. As Dinder Muffin 13. Darren Mark 14, but Lynx might be able to steal it off him on the final corner. No, isn't able to get the exit. Darren Mark ahead of Lynx. Ahead of Gamer Dad, ahead of Vintage, and then K2 Rum and Gingy, our 2 retirees. And ALR Vintage. Once again, congratulations to everyone that raced, and especially a big congratulations to our podium sitters, Will, Crazies, and Askew. A 1-2 for Crazies, a 2-1 for Will Freeman. That ties them on points from this sprint special alone. Askew, I think, a DNF in the 3rd, so bringing it back in that 2nd race, not too bad. Hutch doing very well to put himself up to 4th. Caddy, unfortunately, losing out on that final lap with a bit of contact. I'm not sure if you'll see that in the report room, but very good racing all around. And I've got to say, it's been a joy to spectate. As much as ACC doesn't really have the best UI for all this stuff, but that finishes up our Misano Sprint Special. Thank you for all of you that came along and watched my horrific commentary, and congratulations to our podium sitters of both races, Crazies, Askew and Will for this race, and then Crazies, Will, Crazies and Askew for this race, and Crazies, Will and Caddy for race 1. So thank you all very much for watching. That rounds up FRL ACC Misano, and I will catch you all next Thursday back here, same time. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you all have a great evening.